Hello everybody, this is Brave Sir Robin coming to you from Parts Unknown. Back again with another video doing predictions for the upcoming WWE Payback pay-per-view. Because my last review I did some predictions for TNA Slammiversary and that went over pretty well. So I'm back again and I'm going to do this more often now, I think. Because it was pretty fun to do and it actually caused a lot of discussion, which I like. So for WWE Payback, I'm taping this on Wednesday afternoon. SmackDown has been taped. I didn't read the spoilers, but I'm not seeing any announcements of any new matches, so I'm assuming it's safe to go ahead and do this. The matches we have announced here now, we have 7 matches, 1 pre-show match, which is Sheamus versus Damien Sandow, which I'm actually surprised they put on the pre-show, because they've actually been building this on TV with Sheamus coming out and trying to bro-kick Sandow. Sometimes he succeeds, sometimes not, and having various segments. Sandow's getting to be on top of his game now, but you know Sheamus is obviously going to win, even though he's like the worst face ever, coming out and like picking on Sandow, and the announcer saying, "Oh no, might makes right," which makes no sense. When you got like an anti-bullying campaign, it's like, let's have the bully come out and beat up the smart guy and call him the good guy. So I don't know, but either way, Sheamus is winning obviously because he's Sheamus, and Sandow will, I hope they continue the feud. I'm enjoying it from what it is. I like Sandow. I think he can rise pretty far. Hopefully this loss will not end up hurting him. So actual pay-per-view matches. We have the returning Dolph Ziggler defending the world title against Alberto Del Rio, who's now been the #1 contender since the last pay-per-view. For this one, I'm going to have to pick Dolph Ziggler to retain because he just won the title, and I think it would be kind of pointless to take it off him in his first official defense. So I think he's going to go on to keep holding the title and hopefully have a good little reign with it. I'm glad to see that he's got it. In a Divas Championship match, AJ Lee, the challenger, versus Caitlyn, the champion. This one, I'm going to go with AJ Lee. I think that she's got the momentum on her side. She's paired up with Dolph Ziggler, who's the world champ. So I think for that reason she's going to go on to win. Caitlyn's reign has been nothing special, so it's time to call an end to that. Put it on the more popular character and go on from there and see what AJ can do with it. From what I've seen, she could probably go pretty well with it. There's not a whole lot of top divas for her to wrestle, but I think she'd have a good little reign with the title, so I think she's going to win. It's going to be AJ Lee. In a U.S. title match, Dean Ambrose, the champion, defending against Kane. I don't know what to think about this one. They pretty much did this on Raw, but then it ended with a DQ, so now we get the same match again. Dean Ambrose just got the title and not too long ago, and he's still on the rise, so I think he's going to retain. He'll retain against Kane. Kane will make him look good, like he's been doing lately. The matches between the Shield and the combination of Team Hell No and usually Orton or somebody else have been pretty good, so I think for that. But I think that of all that, Dean Ambrose is going to retain the title and continue being champion to continue the Shield's current dominance over the WWE roster. Also featuring the Shield, we have the team of Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins versus Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton. For this one, again, the Shield's going to retain, keep the titles. This is a title match, by the way. They'll keep the titles, retain their dominance, but the real story here will be between Randy Orton and Daniel Bryan. I think what's going to happen there, we're going to have some sort of shenanigans where Randy Orton turns on Daniel Bryan, finally solidifying his heel turn. Then they can have a little feud together. I hope this is something that'll elevate Daniel Bryan. He's been on fire lately. Highlight of every show he's been on. He even carried Ryback to a great match. So I think that's what'll happen. They'll have Daniel Bryan get pinned because Orton RKOs him or something. Go on from there. He'll go on have some matches with Randy Orton, carry him to some good matches, and it should be pretty good to see. So now in an IC title match, we have Wade Barrett, the champion, in a triple threat match against The Miz and Curtis Axel, substituting for Fandango, who got taken out by a concussion because of a concussion that he suffered against Zack Ryder on SmackDown last week. So for this one, the momentum, I gotta go with the momentum that's going on here. Wade Barrett's reign hasn't been doing anything great. Nobody cares about The Miz anymore. It's going to be Curtis Axel winning the title because he's the new Paul Heyman guy. Something they can point to show how successful he's being. I'm assuming he won't win by countout this time. I don't know if you could win by countout in a triple threat match unless the other two end up out of the ring. But no, I think he'll continue to win the title and go on for that to be something that they can praise him for, saying that he's holding the IC title, the same title that was held by his dad, who was one of the greatest IC champs of all time, for that matter. So that'd be kind of cool to see. So for that match, Curtis Axel is who I picked to win. Now, we have not a title match. It's Chris Jericho versus the returning CM Punk in Chicago. This is a tough one. A lot of rumors seem to be pointing to CM Punk not showing up. I'm going to assume that he will. And because they're in Chicago, and because of Paul Heyman interference, I'm predicting a win for CM Punk against Chris Jericho. And it's going to be a great match too, because these guys had a great match at WrestleMania last year, and I think this will be pretty good and entertaining. This is probably the match of the night, if not probably for a long time for that matter. These two great wrestlers. Jericho's still on top of his game. Punk's on top of his game now, so it's going to be great. I think this will be the best match of the night. Now the main event. We have John Cena versus Ryback in 3 matches between these losers. Who the fuck wants to watch those two in 3 matches? It's in a 3 stages of hell match. Stage 1 being a lumberjack match. Stage 2, a tables match. And stage 3, if necessary, which it says in brackets, an ambulance match. Wouldn't it be hilarious if they just have Cena win 2 straight and have no ambulance match after all this build-up? But obviously that's not going to happen. I think stage 1, what's going to happen, the lumberjack match, we're going to have some sort of shenanigans. Cena is going to overcome all these odds of all these guys out there, and he's going to win that one. Stage 2, the table match, some sort of shenanigans. Cena slips and falls and lands on a table and loses, like that time he lost to Sheamus in a table match the same way. And stage 3, the ambulance match. Then Super Cena goes home by throwing Ryback in the ambulance. It's too soon for Ryback to hold the title, so we know Cena's retaining. Hopefully he goes on to face some better challengers after this. Maybe even Daniel Bryan, which a lot of people are rumoring, but I think Daniel Bryan's going to feud with Orton first by the look of things, so I don't know. So either way, you got to go with the averages, and that usually means Cena wins, so obviously. So not a bad looking pay-per-view. I might check it out, I might not. I'm really on the fence about it anyway. There's a couple matches I'd like to see. But, it's nothing special either, but either way. So either way, there's my predictions and my thoughts of this pay-per-view. Feel free to leave a comment below, or you could also subscribe to my YouTube channel, which would be greatly appreciated. You can follow me on Twitter, and you can also add me on Facebook as well. I have a group page that you can like, so you can all check that out as well, and I'll provide links below. So until next time, this is Brave Sir Robin signing off. I should hopefully be back in my regular routine soon. Basically on a big block now where I don't know what to do, but I like doing these just to fill time anyway, and people seem to be enjoying them, so I'm glad at least I got something going on now, rather than long gaps of absence where I'm not doing anything. So until next time I do a video, Brave Sir Robin signing off, and I'll see you then.